Hello, I'm Paul.
I'm Ben.
I'm Adam, apparently.
And welcome to FilmBusters.
End of year's bonanza.
FilmBusters.
Everybody, FilmBusters is 1 year old today.
Yay.
Hey, happy birthday to us. What a wonderful time.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. We have a lovely episode lined up for everyone today. We're going to be talking about pretty much our film year roundup of everything that we loved of this year and everything we hated about this year.
Yeah, it's very good. Well done. It's been a pleasure working with you boys for a year, watching a lot of shit and a lot of good stuff. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, I'm really proud of us.
But Ben, what was your favourite of the good stuff?
That's far too quick an intro. We've got to do our quiz first, boy.
You are jumping the gun. You are jumping the gun because you've forgotten...
Well, he teed me up and I had to smash it out of the park.
You have forgotten that we've got to do our quiz.
Well, you don't seem to care about the quiz because you only bring 2 questions.
Adam doesn't care about the quiz now because it's impossible for him to catch up and win. That's why he don't care.
No, but Ben teed me up, so I smashed it out of the park.
You've never smashed nothing in your life.
So Adam's very sour about this quiz because he is on 34 and me and Ben are on 37. So if anyone who's just joined our podcast or just listening for the first time, we do a quiz every episode. I ask 2 questions to Adam and Ben, and if they get it right, they get a point. If they get it wrong, I get the point.
Paul, can I ask, now we're at the end of the year, are we announcing a winner for the year based on this, or are we just rolling it?
Okay, you heard it here first. Whoever wins after these set of questions will be the host of next year's quiz.
But by process of elimination, Paul has the advantage here now, because he can win by neither of us getting the answers right, and he can also win by you getting the answers right. The only way he loses is if I get both correct. Okay, alright, I'm game. Alright, boys.
So let's remind people of the scores.
Please.
Okay, so Adam's on 34 and me and Ben are on 37. So
Yes.
all is to play for here. It's either going to be me or Ben, the host of next year's quiz. Who's it going to be? Let's find out.
Good. Let's find out.
Here we go. First question. In Goodfellas,
Oh, fuck.
what is Henry Hill's job as a teenager that gets him involved with the mob?
Oh, fucking...
Shine shoes.
Wrong.
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's fucking...
Oh, fuck off, I know it is.
He's a delivery guy of some sort.
It's a postman.
Is that your final answer?
He's a he's a delivery guy of some sort.
Wrong. He's parking cars.
Fuck me, he is.
I got the point.
Fuck. Okay.
I think it's more fun to answer the questions, isn't it, Ben?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that is a sore loser answer.
But
I'm making my friend feel better over here.
I'm not out yet, because if I get this next question...
Yes. You'll be
Oh,
leveling.
then we have to go to a tiebreaker.
Yes, he will have to, so I hope he's got some questions lined up.
Here we go. Ready for the second question?
Yeah.
What type of beans does Hannibal Lecter like to enjoy with a nice Chianti?
Father beans.
Yes. Well done.
I know about Chianti, baby. I'm the Chianti drinker. I like fava beans. Adam, you like fava beans?
We are level pegging. Okay, I think the best way to do this is for Adam to ask a question and me and you have to answer it.
This is really true.
I've got one. Both of you should get this right.
Okay.
It's a big question about the year.
Okay.
Which film won Best Picture at the Oscars 2018?
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Oh shit. Wait. Oh my god, I can't think. I've got mind blank.
It was, Oh,
Shit.
fuck.
Oh shit.
It was,
What was it?
Oh, my God.
I've only asked one question. It's been the best question of the year.
What the fuck was it? This is
my
awful,
God.
man.
This is really annoying me.
Oh, my God.
I want to say something, but I know it's not right.
Say what
Say
you
it.
think isn't right.
Oh no, I can't say that.
Oh, and I think
Shape of Water.
What?
Is it Shape of Water?
Okay, is that your answer, Paul?
No, because it's wrong.
I'm going to lock it in.
No, he's got to
Ben,
lock
what's
it
your
in.
answer?
It's locked in.
No, I'm
It's
going
got
to
to be
tell you.
locked in. It's got to be
What's
locked
your
in.
answer, Ben?
That fucking Gary Oldman one, which I know it's not, The Darkest Hour.
Okay, so we got Shape of Water and Darkest Hour.
I think it is Shape of Water.
I can confirm one of you is correct.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Fucking Shape of Water, man.
Drum roll, can you hear the drum roll?
It's Shape of Water. Damn
It's
it.
Shape of Water. Paul wins.
Yes! I co-host next year.
That was a very, very good end, man. That was like the tensest question of the whole damn year. Well done.
I threw my head over that finish line.
You did, mate. Good question, Adam. Good question.
That was a very good question. I love it.
All I could think
This
was
is why
Moonlight.
you should make up your own question, Paul. Back to more cheating next year, I take it.
He's got to buy another one of them desktop calendars now to get all the film questions.
He's still
for
got half the
2019.
year left.
That's true.
He's only done like 2 months.
Yeah, I know.
This is very true. Well done. I doff my hat to you, sir. Congratulations, you did very well.
Thank you very much. And just so Adam's very happy, we're going to wipe the slate clean, and we're starting from 000, the beginning of next year. How exciting is that, Adam?
Well done.
Yes.
Very, very good. Right, shall we go on to the feature of this episode?
Yes.
Ooh,
Which is our yearly
what's the
roundup.
feature this week.
The main event. Here is our feature topic, plus Adam might do a rubbish plot summary.
Are you fucking serious?
Right, everyone, we are doing the yearly roundup. We're going to be doing a few different sections and a few different categories of and what we think about them. And Adam, would you like to say the plot? And just so everyone knows, we might say some spoilers in this.
I don't really want to say the plot because you pretty much just told everyone what it was, taking my glory. But we are going to pick the best film we reviewed this year, the worst film we reviewed this year, the best actor or actress performance of the year, in any role, supporting, major, whatever. And then we are going to pick a film that we watched but we didn't review that we recommend you watch.
And don't forget, we're also doing the best moment of the podcast.
Still
That's
undecided.
very good.
It could even be in this podcast that just happened.
It's true.
Exactly.
We might do a throwback to Paul's glory
2 minutes
moment
ago.
of winning.
That was a great moment.
Well done. Let's leave that in the past now. It's forgotten about.
Right, so let's go to the first category, the film of the year. What does everyone think?
Well, according to the ratings, and I haven't looked at the ratings again, but I can confirm that my rating matches up to what I thought my film of the year was, and it's 3 Billboards still.
And I can also confirm that my film of the year, when we started this podcast, was 3 Billboards, naturally, the highest rated one. And at the end of the year, it is still 3 Billboards.
Oh, how lovely. Let me just say about 3 Billboards, right? I've watched it a second time now,
Yes.
and I've come to appreciate it a little more. I was very hard on it first time.
You were very tough on it.
I was very
tough.
hard on it, but I've grown to love it.
Interesting. You gave it a 7 back in the day.
Yeah,
all the
and
way back.
I believe I'd give it an 8 now.
Okay.
I think it's one of those ones that I need a second watch, a second view to appreciate it a little bit more.
Interesting.
I haven't watched it again since.
Neither
so,
have I. Neither have I. I just keep it at that 9. I remember thinking at the time, this is a strong film, but I thought something will come along this year and topple it. I don't know if that says this year of cinema wasn't that great, or that 3 Billboards was just that great, because nothing did. It was very strong. I still remember it very vividly, being in the cinema watching it. I remember how I felt watching it, how I felt about the characters.
And it's also a film I continue to think about since as well, which is quite a lot of films I've forgotten about I've watched.
Yeah, it's true. As for me, my top rated film was Avengers Infinity War. I did give it a 10 out of 10. And upon review, I would say Avengers Infinity War is very good, but I don't believe it doesn't have a lasting effect, right? So I'd still give it a 10, but it's not one that I go, I need to watch it again, right? But let me tell you, one that has sat with me all this time, and I thought that was a brilliant film. Mission Impossible Fallout.
Yeah.
Right? And I believe, even though I've given it a 9 and Avengers Infinity War a 10, that is my film of the year. Mission Impossible Fallout.
Interesting. I'm not sure if you should be allowed to do that. I think you should have to commit. The score you give it in this podcast.
He wins the quiz and now he's fucking swinging his dick around.
I know, he's changing all the fucking rules. I knew your enthusiasm. You know why? Because when you came out of Batman vs Superman several years ago, you said, fucking brilliant, one of the best films I've ever seen, and you knew pretty much as soon as you said that, you fucking knew you'd said the wrong thing, because you knew you didn't mean that, but you'd said it, so you had to stick with it, because you know it's fucking appalling.
Let me tell you,
it's not one of the best films you've ever seen, is it?
Let me tell you, Batman vs Superman, I've watched it about 4 or 5 times now, still 10 out of 10, mate.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
Tell this kid where to get off, Adam.
I love that film.
Get in the bin.
In the bin with that. Get in the bin with Infinity War and Batman vs Jackanaut. or whatever
Yeah,
they're called.
I will hold my hands up. Avengers: Infinity War. I'm giving it a 10. I guess it has to be my film of the year because I've rated it higher. But Mission Impossible Fallout had a lasting effect on me, and I can't wait to watch it again.
Listen, now this is why I'm a bit more conservative with my ratings than you guys, because I hold that fucking 10. I hold that 10 back. I may not give anything a 10 in the entirety of us doing this podcast. And actually, to be honest with you, I would feel if that Buster Scruggs segment, that first 10-15 minutes of Buster Scruggs, was somehow extended into the entire movie, and they managed to keep that momentum and that feel and that vibe, that would be my number one movie of the year. But they didn't, and they
would it
the
have
other
the
silly
same
things.
effect though? You reckon if they strung that out?
Probably not, but we never know. You know, that's like seeing 10 minutes of Big Lebowski and saying, they'd never be able to do that over 2 hours, but they did, and it's a fucking 10 out of 10 film. True. Anyway, I feel, but as a FilmBusters, as a collective, when you look at our scores,
3 billboards.
We have 3 billboards, Infinity War, and Buster Scruggs all have 8.3 average. So, as an average of all our scores, I think it's fair to say that 3 billboards is top because 2 of us give it our top spot, and then Infinity War has to come second because it's the only 10 of our entire review. With honourable mention to Buster Scruggs in 3rd place. That's what it looks like.
3 billboards, you will be getting a FilmBusters trophy in the mail. It will be coming to you very shortly.
You will.
Guess it has to, doesn't it? Nice.
Woody Harrelson, Sam Rockwell, Frances McDormand, most importantly. Anyway, that was our top film of the year.
Yeah, as a collective, I guess 3 billboards was the FilmBusters film of the year.
I'm super excited to see because I'm super excited to be clearing the decks and starting afresh for 2019.
Well, what film are you most looking forward to in 2019 then?
Oh, I don't know.
For me, it's got to be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay. I would say I'm most looking forward to Shazam.
Wow.
Disappointment in Paul Ben's voice. That or The Irishman, I reckon. But The Irishman, I know.
Okay, all right. Well,
deep down inside, it's about 20 years too late.
Can I just say, right? You're saying films that we've just heard speculation and behind the scenes photos from, right? And it's like we haven't got a trailer or nothing, so they're not building the anticipation for me yet. Shazam, that was really fun, and it's something different, and I'm really looking forward to it.
What about the Joker film then? Would you put Shazam?
Oh my god, the Joker film. Scrap Shazam. I want to see the Joker.
Yeah, so
film.
look at Paul. Paul says everything far too quickly without thinking, and then he backtracks. Fucking backtracks.
I forgot about it.
I didn't realise Irishman was scheduled for next year for definite, but then that is mine 100%. Scorsese, Pacino, De Niro, Pesci, all under one roof has to be 100%. I don't have to see a trailer. I don't have to see nothing. That's a perfect storm of people.
Do you even want to see a trailer or anything?
No, I don't. I would love to go into it blind. And actually, I'm going to.
It's a Netflix film, so you might actually get away with it because they don't really advertise it in the cinema, do they?
It kind of just gets released, doesn't it?
But I will go to the cinema to watch that. I won't watch it on Netflix. It deserves it.
You'll go to Scorsese's house to watch it with him.
I'll call up Marty and say, Marty, have you ever seen what a woman's pussy look like after you put a gun inside a woman's pussy? Then you should see what a woman's pussy looks like.
Okay, should we move on to the next segment then? We've had the best, now we've got the worst. What is your worst film of the year?
It has to be Tomb Raider.
It has to be Tomb Raider. Thinking back on it, it's between that and The Meg. And thinking back again, I think The Meg did have a more enjoyable factor to it than Tomb Raider.
It was a tiny bit more fun.
The Meg was stupid from the beginning, whereas Tomb Raider wasn't stupid.
Tomb Raider took itself so seriously, and it was like, this is a pile of shit.
Talking of films that don't take themselves, have you seen the new Godzilla trailer?
Yes. Forget it. Why are you so quiet, Ben?
You two upset me with what you've said.
Because you want to say The Meg.
You know why you upset me? Because I want to say The Meg, and you know why The Meg is bottom of the list and not Tomb Raider?
Why?
Because I got to see the Tomb Raider with the two of you.
Aww. That's true.
Yes.
Maybe you should grow a pair then, Ben.
You two are the worst. You two are the fucking worst friends ever, man. Leave me hanging
that was
down
so
here
cute.
by myself.
That was real cute.
Put it this way, Ben. If I hadn't seen it with you, it would have been a 2.
I watched it with you two and it was a 2. But it just so happens that The Meg was more of a fucking 2. The Meg was awful, boy. The Tomb Raider, we had a good laugh afterwards. Now, if I hadn't watched Tomb Raider with you two, then the three of us wouldn't have had a good laugh about it afterwards. Joke about the old Chinese man waving his hand and like Sprout and all of the nonsense that came with it. Having some drinks at Paul's house and then falling asleep on the sofa and the dog was whistling and Devil's Rejects on the TV. All of that stuff was a lovely combination. So it's like, oh, happy memory. We went and walked the hills in Scotland the next day, looking over the hills. Fucking, we talk about Tomb Raider. It was all very nice memory. So it all got muddled in. So there's no way I could put Tomb Raider at the bottom. There's no happy memories for the fucking Meg.
Well, I'm looking at it as a film because we are film reviewers, Ben. I'm taking away the emotional side.
Yeah, you're the film reviewer who gave it 5 out of 10, and I gave it 2 out of 10.
I feel like we all revelled in how bad that film was.
Yes,
and that's why it was better.
We did.
That's why it was a better, worst film.
Yeah,
it was shocking, man. It was shockingly bad.
And it's on Netflix now as well. I think you can rewatch it.
Remember the time that the body sprung up in the crypt, like a theme park ride,
and it just exploded. Its eye socket, no, it deteriorated, didn't it? The corpse just started deteriorating for fucking no reason. And she was cycling around London.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. What a bitch!
Oh, that was horrible. It was a horrible film. But the Meg was worse, man, because it should have at least had some humour or something, or poking fun at itself. It was just shit. The whole film was a fucking headache. I remember just having a fucking headache watching it and afterwards, because it was like, this is just shit on every level. There's no good writing. The fucking leads are awful. Statham is so overrated. He's allowed to run fucking amok in every film, and people rush out and buy tickets because it's fucking Jason Statham. Who gives a shit? Just because he's some British cunt, we don't always need to throw our support behind the prick.
Okay, on that note,
loved it.
Shall we talk about good actors or actresses?
You know they're doing a second one of that piece of shit.
Well, let's just say
good. I want to watch it.
That by a majority, Tomb Raider is the FilmBusters' worst film of the year.
Don't worry, Tomb Raider, you'll get a statue in the post as well.
Yes, you'll get a shit in the post.
Have we got enough money left in our budget?
I've blown it all.
Anyway, talking about shit actors, shall we move on to good actors or our best performance of the year?
Yes.
Our best performance of the year? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Wow.
And the man tipping his hat in the Tomb Raider doesn't count.
and just so everyone's aware, we're talking about the best performance in the films that we have reviewed in this podcast.
And that can be in any role. Male supporting, female supporting, lead, even like a 5-minute throw-in.
Cat,
whatever.
The shark.
But for me,
hang on a minute. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys have picked, because I have no idea. This was actually quite hard. I was really trying to think fairly.
Yes.
Was it easy for you guys?
I was trying to think fairly.
Yeah, I had the definitive.
It was quite hard, but then there is, when you sit down and really think about it, there was one clear winner for me, and that is Sam Rockwell.
Okay. Bang, Sam Rockwell over here.
Mine's not Sam Rockwell.
Okay, so let's talk about Sam Rockwell for a minute, and then we'll come to Paul's.
Is it Tom Cruise limping across the roof in Mission Impossible?
Adam, shut up.
It just stood out as a clear winner for me. It was the best film of the year, and for me, that was almost the key role within that film. Between him and her, it had to be between them.
Yeah.
Frances McDormand is obviously, she was the lead, but Sam Rockwell was kind of for me the heart of that story, and his transformation from being someone you think is a fucking arsehole at the beginning of the film and just don't connect with or like, to who he became at the end was magnificent. And Rockwell is always outstanding, and I have no ill will and hold no regrets about saying he gave the fucking performance of the year in that.
Well
if I had to give a second, it would probably go to her.
Well, we're not doing seconds here.
Well,
yeah, Adam, shut up, you greedy prick.
Yeah.
Well, we've agreed on Sam. So Sam is also going to get a FilmBusters winner of the year, but let's just see what Paul had.
Look, 3 billboards are swooping the award. 3 billboards are swooping the awards with FilmBusters. They didn't do well in the Oscars at the beginning of the year.
If they win one more, they get free postage.
They don't get this treatment at the Oscars,
true.
do they?
Actually, Sam Rockwell did win the Oscar for Best Supporting, right?
He did, yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
We should really do this research before the podcast. People listen to us. They want to know we know what the fuck we're talking about. We're guessing shit all over the place. So what did Paul think? Best performance of the year?
Best performance of the year. This is a film that we reviewed, and I think it was a surprise hit, right?
I know what it is.
I know what you're going to say.
And this is a guy who I thought, wow, he did a really, really good performance.
Yeah, it is that, isn't it?
And this was Logan Marshall Green from Upgrade.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
I've considered him, He was fantastic. That's a very good call.
The physical performance as well as like the general acting, outstanding. Brilliant. He put everything into that film, and he must have like been researching that role.
It is such a shame that film has gone so under the radar.
It's true. It has.
I kind of like that it did, though.
Yeah, it was nice for us.
Yeah, but I feel like it is a nice film, but I also feel like it does deserve a lot more than it got.
Yeah, but you know what, mate? This is the thing, right? With these sorts of films, the reason they're so good is because they do the shit that doesn't make them totally fucking mainstream. Because of the unhappy ending, because it didn't quite have the polish and the veneer. It keeps it just on the outskirts, which is why people say, it's a shame it didn't get exposure. It would only get exposure if it conformed and compromised in a couple of places. So, thank God
well, like if he killed his mum instead of the policeman.
Oh, yeah. Culty. It's a cult. It's a cult film. That's what it is, isn't it?
Definitely. Yeah, it is. He brought humour. He brought drama. Loved it.
Yes.
He did.
100% agree with you, man. That was a very, very good call. Yes, definitely.
He gets an award
Sam
as well.
Rockwell and him. Very good. And he did a better job of acting like Tom Hardy than Tom Hardy does acting like Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that was what kind of does stand out when you watch Venom, like almost same role, and how one person you've never heard of and one person you have, and who did it better, and it turned out to be.
If anyone wants a recommendation, Upgrade is a better Venom film than Venom.
Oh my lord,
yes.
My lord, yes. you both give Venom a little 7, didn't you? You terrible 2. You gruesome twosome, you two. Fucking giving Venom 7.
6?
Should be a shame.
You gave it a 6, didn't you?
I give it 5, and I smacked it on the arse as it walked out.
Oh.
And then it turned around and bit your head off.
You were singing its praises on that podcast. You were singing its praises.
I just nestled in its shoulder for a bit. That was all, and then I moved on. It
totally
meant
forgotten about
to
that
me.
film now. Totally forgotten.
Anyway, that was very good. That was a good call. Good call. I respect them. I respect all the choices.
Final segment of the year. The film that we all watched, but we didn't review as a podcast. We already told you to watch Upgrade. And personally, I'd say if you haven't watched any of the films in this podcast, watch Upgrade, because you probably watched the rest. But Upgrade's the one out of the pan. That makes sense.
Yes.
But personally, for me, the film I watched that we didn't review that was the best film of the year, and it almost comes as close second to Three Billboards, was The Black Klansman.
Black Klansman. See, I knew it was going that way. It was a very good film. It was a very, very good film. Yes.
Nice. I still need to see
it.
it.
Was Spike Lee back to his best after a long while? Did you see it, Paul?
No, I still need to see it.
It was such a good film on so many levels, and the more you think about it, the more
you put this on a pedestal, guys. This better be good.
It is very good, Paul. I'm not sure if you will like it. I'm being honest. I'm not sure that it will be one for you.
There's not enough superheroes. There's not enough superheroes for Paul.
No. I think Paul, you probably give this a 7 too. I reckon.
Okay.
I reckon you'll feel about it when you watch it the same way you did about Three Billboards when you first watched it. I reckon you'll go, it was good, but nothing special.
Wow.
But actually, I thought it was very good. It's also the frame of mind you're in. But why did you like it so much, Adam?
I don't know, I just thought it was a brilliant film on a lot of different levels, and it makes you think afterwards, and it's still one of these films, when I think back to the films I've watched this year, it still does stand out as, I've watched that film. It's not I have to scroll through my list on IMDb, I'm like, I forgot I watched that film, but I enjoyed it. It just stands out. There's great performances, and there's a lot to think about, and it
was good. The film, the way the film ends, like spoiler alert for motherfuckers.
It ends.
But the way that it ends, we're going into the fucking real footage in real life, and
the whole time they're making it out to be like a joke.
Trump's statements
after
the Charlottesville stuff,
and then
oh lord, yeah, that was deep. That's a good call. Very well done.
I think I gave it a 9 out of 10. But yeah, it could have been a 10. I might have to watch it.
Would you have put this above Three Billboards if we'd watched it for the podcast?
I don't know. It depends. I don't know. It's a film where they're probably just as equally as good, but Three Billboards as a film, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a better film. I'd say it's better acted and all that kind of stuff. It does all that better. Whereas
it's a good recommendation.
I don't know, but Three Billboards also gets you thinking as well. Yeah, I don't know. It's a close call.
It's a good call. Well done, Paul. Check it out. You will like it, but you won't rave about it.
Yeah, 100% will. I'm going to watch it very soon.
What's yours, Paul?
This film is going to bring us full circle, because it's something that we spoke about in one of the very early episodes, and I only just watched recently, and I was very happy with it. And I mean, looking back at the films I've watched this year, I haven't actually watched that many that are out of the podcast, right? And this film is Den of Thieves.
Oh, okay.
Oh my lord!
I really enjoyed
what a fucking throwback.
Really?
I know. Yeah.
Oh, it got very silly for me, and I kind of removed myself from the film, and it was just
Adam
a bit
didn't enjoy
annoyingly silly.
But I was very happy with it.
I haven't even watched this. Go on, Robert. Why is it so
on
good?
Netflix, but Ben.
Great action.
I know.
Really good story. Gerard Butler's really good in it. And so's Pablo Schreiber. He's a good
I
villain.
thought the best person was Ice Cube, son.
Shut up. He was the worst.
Isn't 50 Cent in this fucking film?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's
You're
fine.
recommending, you're saying the best film that we didn't watch on the podcast has 50 Cent in it. Are you loco, SA?
He did say his best film of next year was Shazam as well. Remember that one?
Do you want me to sign off this podcast right now? Listen.
Your opinion is
guys.
irrelevant, Paul.
Listen, guys. You're recommending Black Panther to me. Doesn't mean I'm going to like it. Doesn't mean I'm happy with it. I'm saying Den of Thieves.
Paul, do you know that one part of that film that stands out for me? It actually involved 50 Cent.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when the boyfriend comes round to his house.
Oh, yeah, that was funny, man.
Well, this all goes over my head. I'll never watch this film.
Watch it, Ben. When you're hungover next time and you don't care about a film you're watching, watch that.
Listen, I just want to recommend... I just want to say something that's not obvious, and that is Den of Thieves.
Good. No, you should.
What's your film then, Ben?
I ain't going to tell you off. My film, because I'm so much more cultured and sophisticated than the likes of you two scum...
Oh, you like to think that. You're just a still prick.
It's something that I saw at the Curzon last month, because I go to sophisticated.
Oh, of course, the Curzon. They're not like kids in there, and you're not allowed to eat popcorn.
My name is
Ben.
I go to the Curzon.
Well, yes, so, sucks to be you if you don't. Now listen, I'm telling you, because this goes back to the heart. Everything about this was a perfect storm of things that I like. I went to the cinema and I saw a movie poster, and I didn't know anything about it other than what I saw on the poster, and I'm like, fucking, I'm going to see that film. So I went to see this film, not having seen the trailer, not knowing anything about it, and I watched it, and I was so fucking glad I did. It's a film, and it's called Dogman. It's an Italian film. It's about a guy who owns a dog grooming shop in this really seedy Italian seafront town in Napoli, who is surrounded by criminals and like shady characters who he's sort of grown up with, who don't really respect him, but he sort of he's on a level with, because he supplies them with a bit of cocaine. And it's about how pushed around he is, but how he fucking, I can't reveal too much, but how he deals with these criminals and these imposing forces that are surrounding him. He's such a meek guy. The lead actor in it is incredible. It was like a gripping fucking film. I reckon both of you, hands down, will watch this film and say this is a great film. So much so that if we'd watched it for the podcast, I would have put this above 3 Billboards. It would be my top film of the year. It is my top film of the year overall. And it's called Dogman, and I suggest everyone goes and checks it out.
Do you think you enjoyed it because of the romance of just the idea of walking in and you didn't know anything about it and watched it?
That certainly played a part in it, yeah. But yeah, for sure it did. But ultimately, the fucking film was great, man. It's brutal. You know what? I can't even compare it to anything. But there's a lot of humour in there, but there's a lot of brutality, and you feel for this guy because he's such a weedy, skinny guy. Like the opening shot, he is spraying this huge fucking dog down, mean, but then he wins it round, and you sort of at first you're on the edge of your seat, and then you go with it. It's mate, listen, both of you will like it. I think
the only time it's on now
good.
is on Monday at the same theatre you just on about as well.
There you
That's
go.
the only place
you must go to the Curzon boys. Then these things will be freely available to you.
I'll get
you into the members' lounge
with your caviar and anchovies.
Anyway, that's it.
after that life story, should we move on to the next section?
What do you mean life story? I should smack your ass. Life story.
Is there any other places you want to tell us about, Ben?
I just had to get you back from the Den of Thieves statement.
Yes.
They don't even talk about Den of
You're
Thieves in
outrageous.
that cinema. If you mention it, you're banned for life.
No, they don't. You get burned. You get a tyre put around your neck, and the tyre gets set on fire, and you're burned in the street if you mention Den of Thieves.
They don't sound very aristocratic, those people.
Listen, all the aristocrats are in the Curzon, boys. You'll see me in there with my top hat and monocle in, and I won't. If I see you, I'll pretend I don't see you.
But you still
I'll see you at the Odeon. Yeah, I put a cap on the short tooth so no one can notice. You fit right in, sir. Pull up a chair. Front row, no.
Right, should we round up this section? We've got one last little segment, which is the best moment of the podcast. I want Ben to start first.
Okay. So thinking about the best moment was tough. I couldn't really pick one. There's been so many funny moments, and I thought that's what I would go for, a really funny moment. But actually, my favourite moment was less a moment, and it was more a podcast. It was when we did a podcast on the representation of women in film, because I thought it was a standout episode for us, because it's one of the first episodes where we barely joke. We do joke, of course, but we actually discussed very, very seriously for about 25 minutes, 30 minutes with no gags. I listened to it again today, and I just thought it was good, because it goes to show that we all fucking banter and joke around on here. We have a good time fucking with each other and taking a piss out of films, but actually we all take film very seriously on one level or another, and that topical conversation about women's representation in films was very strong, so I liked it. So sorry if that's not a funny answer, but it's my true answer.
No, it's lovely.
Because if kids watch these films, little girls and little boys watch these films now, then when they're getting older, they will learn to appreciate and respect women more, and respect women being their own creatures rather than creatures that exist for men.
100%. I think Disney and Pixar are probably the only medium right now who's actually made that change.
But I feel Disney are probably the starting up of most of the problems with women in cinema.
It's very true.
Well, probably, yeah, exactly. But you have to start change somewhere, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. For me personally, I don't think that film can do it, and film is still so far behind. You said something. I think you said it on the last podcast. You said that, or maybe you said this in a conversation. Either way, it's worth talking about here. You said that because of all the Me Too stuff that's coming out now, and rightly so, Hollywood is now going to make a shitload of films that are female protagonists, female leads and whatnot, but they'll be making it for the wrong reason, which is in response to this, because they know that everyone will rush out and part with their money to go and see it. So essentially it's a money maker, and a few things will win Oscars in the next couple of years potentially with strong female leads, and then it will go away, and that's bad, because that's just fucking reactionary. Look how emotional I'm being on this podcast today. I'm bearing my soul to you boys.
He's
You've
opening
been very
up.
passionate today.
I'm going to slam shut on you guys next year. I'm going to be cold as fuck.
You know, the sad thing about that episode was that it's one of our least listened to episodes.
Oh.
And
See,
it's like,
you men are fucking
come on,
pigs.
people. Yeah. Pigs. Chauvinistic pigs.
That's one of the few podcasts I've listened to back as well, that one. I don't listen to many of my podcasts back, but it's one of the few.
You should, mate. They're fucking hilarious. They are.
I
When
know,
you
I was
listen back to
involved
them,
in it.
all of a sudden you hear a really funny bit and you're like, fuck, that's gold, man. That's fucking gold. Anyway, who's next?
Go on, Adam.
I don't know. I was kind of hard to pick one. I kind of enjoyed the first podcast, all sentimental reasons.
This will be, though, but in years when we're super rich and famous podcasters,
Of course.
and all our thousands of fans want to go, let's listen to the first podcast they ever did, they'll listen to this.
And they'll be
So
crying.
here's a message to the future selves. Go fuck yourselves.
Beautiful.
There's nothing nice about that, or funny.
I love it. I have a standout little segment of one of the podcasts, and this is when we were talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and we decided we'd talk about the cast, and then we'd each say woof or meow, depending on whether we liked that
Yeah, that
person
was
or
very
didn't
good.
like that person.
I'm really surprised
And
that
I
hasn't
loved it,
caught on
man.
in general life.
Okay, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood has cast so many stars.
We do this every single podcast.
Are you ready to list them, though? We're going to list them. Should we do
Fine.
some kind of thing, whether how much you care about them?
Yeah.
What are you going to say? You got to say either woof if you don't like them, or
Yeah. Meow.
meow for something good.
Yeah.
What is this rating system? Here we go. Margot Robbie.
Meow.
Woof, because she's in it too much. She's in too much.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah, but it's nice to see.
No, I know what you're talking about. I just want you to make noises.
Oh.
All right.
Start again.
Woof.
Margot Robbie.
Woof.
Meow.
Brad Pitt.
Meow.
Meow.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Meow.
Meow.
Dakota Fanning.
Meow.
Woof.
Oh, no.
I don't know why it hasn't caught on yet.
That should be our rating system for fucking
It
films.
should be.
going
4
on with.
meows.
It's a
should
woof or a meow.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Look how far we've come.
And
all
that
very
brings
nice.
us to the end of year reviews, same thing.
Well,
to
we
be
give
honest,
out
isn't it?
rewards. We gave out some trophies, didn't we?
Yeah, it's free balls. Balls got a
Yeah,
couple.
gave out plenty of trophies.
Free balls, as Adam
balls.
said.
Free baubles.
They almost got
Free
free
baubles.
balls.
He's in the Christmas spirit.
They almost got 3 awards, but they only got the 2.
Oi, somebody should sell baubles, 3 baubles with the words that are on the 3 billboard
send it out
signs,
the-
and then you hang them on your tree like that.
Yeah, because that's exactly what you want on your tree at Christmas, isn't it?
Raped and set fire to her, whatever it is.
So, I guess now, what all that can be said, at this point, having been with you boys for years, happy anniversary, and I'll see you in 2019. Cheers.
We should have got to finish this
before we go
podcast,
to-
you twat.
I know. Anyway, that was all
quite
good.
yet.
So,
I need you for another 10 minutes.
So I guess we go on to the next segment, which is letters.
hey,
Have we got
have
any?
we got some sacks for Santa, some sacks for Santa, some letters for Ben, some sacks for Paulie, some letters for Adam, some emails from Michael.
Why am I getting the sacks?
These 3 males just received emails.
Well, what are we supposed to do about it?
Fucking read them.
From last podcast, if anyone listened to it, Ben said that if anyone got in contact, he would send them a DVD or Blu-ray from Amazon. Somebody did get in contact with us, and that is Annie. And she has also asked some questions. So, Ben, would you like to answer these questions?
Annie, are you
Annie,
okay? And Annie, is she okay, Annie?
She's going to tell
jealous?
us that she's okay.
How's Annie? How's Annie?
Is everyone jealous of okay?
If you
How's
just wait,
Annie?
she's going to tell us she's okay.
You know, how's Annie and Annie, are you okay? It's bizarre. Michael Jackson did Annie, are you okay? Twin Peaks did How's Annie? Everyone's always concerned with how Annie is.
It's nice to be an Annie. Everyone always cares about you.
Must be nice to be an Annie.
Yeah. Yes. Annie's getting Shape of Water, by the way, for those who want to know.
Oh yeah, she
the Oscar
is.
film of the year.
The Oscar film.
Yes. It's all connected. Everything's circular on this podcast. Happy Christmas.
Right, so Annie said to us, I recently started listening to your podcast and I love it.
Recently, you don't deserve it. You have to be a fan one.
Oh, Adam, you need to
You
shut up.
know Adam. Adam's very, very rough. He's very rough with words. He doesn't mean it.
She should listen to them all at first, at least.
Okay, let's carry on. I got curious when I heard Ben say in your underrated and overrated TV shows episode they'd buy tickets to see the Spice Girls if they reunited. Now they have reunited. Have you gone through with it, Ben?
I attempted, but I was unsuccessful. There
You
you
should be
go.
ashamed.
So if
Ashamed
anyone
of
wants to
yourself.
send Ben some spare Spice Girl tickets, feel free. He will pay 3 times the face value.
There's no posh though. Do you know this? There's
You're
no
the posh at the Cruise On Theatre.
Victoria's
That's
too
true. I'm
busy.
turning with my monocle and top hat. Oh, hello. The Spice Girls come to the Curzon afterwards. Harry's back from Home Alone. He was in the very first podcast. It's all coming full circle. Everything's coming
Full
full circle
circle.
on this special bumper anniversary edition. Yes. Yes.
Right, would you like to hear what else she asked?
Yes.
She said, also, even though Ben doesn't like Marvel, I'm holding out for an Infinity War Endgame podcast next year. Pretty please. Thanks for keeping my bus rides interesting. So Ben,
What is Infinity War Endgame?
It's the
what's
next one.
Avengers Endgame? What's...
it's the
Part
sequel.
2.
Oh, right, that's what they're calling it. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I will be going to see it for our beloved fans who clearly
Just for you,
want
Annie.
us to.
You want to see how it ends, don't you?
Yes, I want to see how it ends. I want to see them all come back from dust, as they clearly will, and no one will really give a shit.
Yes. As long as people die in it, I'm fine.
Annie was very greedy with her 2 questions.
That's right. Annie, she is okay. She was okay.
Yeah,
She was
she's okay
Annie.
with it, though.
Yes.
She's getting a bit jealous, but she's okay, Annie.
That's not a lyric in the song.
Are you jealous?
No.
Annie, are you jealous?
Michael Jackson never says, Annie, are you jealous? He never does.
I swear it's in the
Okay,
lyrics.
I'm going to Google the lyrics to Smooth Criminal right here, right now. There's
I was
nothing
thinking
about
Thriller.
Annie, are you jealous? Look,
Are you jealous?
There isn't.
But are you okay, Annie?
There's nothing like that, mate. There's no jealous, so you're wrong.
It says, "Can you tell us that you're okay?"
Yeah, that's true. Can you tell us that you're okay, Annie? Yeah.
Don't say, "Are you jealous? Are you okay?"
It's not even in fitting with the rest of the lyrics. If she's been struck down by a criminal, why would she be jealous? Who's she jealous of? Everyone who wasn't struck down?
It's all lies.
I got a question here. This is going to actually get you thinking again, so I hope
Okay.
your minds are in gear. This question comes from Sophie, and the question is, what are your best picture, best actor, and best actress predictions for the 2019 Oscars?
Oh shit! I haven't even looked what the films are coming out are.
It's going to be Lady Gaga, I reckon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but what? That's what you want, though, is it? Have you
I
watched
don't want
film?
it to happen. I don't really know.
Oh, I mention it. Okay, so these are what's been nominated for the Golden Globes, right? And then pick your Oscar
Okay,
winners
that's good.
in or
That's
around
it,
this.
that's
So
a
this
good
is for the Golden Globes. The best motion picture 2019: Black Panther, Black Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, If Beale Street Could Talk, I don't know what that is, and A Star Is Born. I think out of those, A Star Is Born will win it.
Yeah.
I
think
personally
Star
would
is Born.
say Klansman or Bohemian Rhapsody.
I
Yes,
say
well.
Star Is Born, Lady Gaga, and Rami Malek.
Okay, fair. Lady Gaga is one of the nominees. The other nominees are Glenn Close in The Wife, Nicole Kidman in Destroyer. I mean, I don't know what these performances are like. Melissa McCarthy's been nominated
Wow.
for Can You Ever Forgive Me? That's bizarre. And Rosamund Pike in A Private War. I think Lady Gaga. I think yes, even though I criticised him. Andy Sambo is going to host the Golden Globes. Never mind that. And the Best Actor nominees are Bradley Cooper for A Star Is Born, Willem Dafoe, again, he was nominated a couple of years ago, he's doing very well. Willem Dafoe for At Eternity's Gate, Lucas Hedges, who I don't know who that is, for Boy Erased, Rami Malek for Bohemian Rhapsody, and John David Washington for Black Klansman. I think you might be right, Rami Malek. It'll be between Rami Malek and Bradley Cooper, I think, as well. Star Is Born could sweep the boards.
Yeah, it probably will. I just looked up If Beale Street Could Talk, and it comes out in February. That's probably why we haven't heard of it yet.
Anyway, that was it. I think that's it for the questions, and I think that's it for the fucking year.
Has anyone got any films they want us to watch in the new year? Send them in to us, because we
Yes, send them in to us. If you want to get in touch with us, send us any films you want us to watch or any questions you want us to read out in the podcast. You can get in touch with us at FilmBustersPod on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter, or email us at filmbusters@outlook.com. And we've also just opened all our Twitter accounts, so you guys can add us in there as well. I'm at FilmBustersPaul.
And you can find me on Twitter at FilmBustersBen.
And you can
No.
find me at FilmBusters Adam.
Ah, lovely. That was a beautiful podcast, and we can't wait to see you guys next year.
Also, send us loads of birthday
Yeah,
presents.
Happy New Year. Yes.
Happy birthday to us, happy Christmas,
Happy
Merry
birthday to
holidays,
us.
and a happy New Year. Let it bring you
Yes.
thousands of
Happy
greetings
Christmas.
and many more minutes to listen to our podcast.
Absolutely. Subscribe, share the love around, tell a friend, and next year we're going to be coming at you with a clean deck. We're going to hit all new films, and we're going to start the year off with a bang. So stay tuned. Early days of January, we're going to start off big.
And also send us birthday presents.
And also, I'm the host again because I won.
Yeah, that is true. And one person, by the end of the year, will have been sent 10 Blu-rays by FilmBusters, simply because they emailed us and we've selected a number. It could be 12 or it could be 20 or it could be 3. And if you're the 3rd or the 12th or the 20th person to contact us, we will send you 10 Blu-rays of your choosing. But you don't know which number it is, but we'll let you know. And that's how you end the podcast. Booyah!
FilmBusters.